Yeah, man. Shout out to my baby. But
Shout
nah,
out to all
man.
our wives. Real quick, you know what I'm
Gang,
saying?
gang.
Letting
Yeah,
us
man.
do this man meeting till 10:30 every Tuesday night.
Nah, man. But nah, interlude into the NBA really. Carl Anthony Towns expected to is not necessarily official, air quotes, expected to be traded to the Minnesota. No. Carl Anthony Towns is getting traded to the Knicks, and Julius Randle in exchange for Julius Randle going to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Who do y'all feel like won this trade?
I think it's a no-brainer, bro. But I'm gonna let you go first, Black Peace.
Um, my apologies. I was trying to do some fact checking. I apologize. Um, I'm gonna hit you with the curveball, man. I actually believe this was been more beneficial to Minnesota.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
I don't feel
boy,
like.
you scared me.
Oh yeah, I don't feel like
You said curveball. I'm like,
no, I don't feel like Karl Anthony Towns will be the fit for that team. I'm not quite sure about the details of it, but I
gotta,
feel it's not the right placement for him. Um, and I feel like it just gives a lot more of the driving of the steering wheel to Anthony Edwards in Minnesota more than anything else. So that's why I say it's more beneficial. I don't think it's more beneficial as far as talent. I think it just gives Anthony Edwards that this is definitely no question about it, your team. And there's nobody here to make you feel any kind of way about it or for anything for you to question. Not like he actually cared, but just that little bit of confidence from the actual organization saying, hey man, other guy's out of here, man. You're the guy. So being with his personality, I think he's going to latch on to that. I feel like he's the type of guy um that Randall, I think, will latch on to and take on a kind of Kobe-ish feel to it, like that killer mentality and that vocal killer mentality. Um, Nothing against Brunson. I just think Brunson was a little bit more on the quieter side, a little more on the buddy side. I feel like Anthony Edwards is has a more killer personality and is going to speak out to him and it's going to encourage him to like do better. Um, but yeah, I just don't think the Knicks is nice, but I don't think it makes them more stronger than what they were. They have a technically the same player, just a little bit more bigger, about the same physicality, and that's about it, man. Just honestly a bigger version.
I'm gonna go left field with this. You ever go to a friend's house, right? And you chilling with the friend when you first get there, and everything seems cool, you know what I'm saying? Y'all hanging out, and then the friend's lady friend comes out, and then they exchange words, and you don't hear what they're saying. You mind your business, you just playing the game or doing whatever with your friend. And then his girlfriend or wife walks into her room and slam the door, right? And it's like, you wouldn't have thought that nothing was wrong, right? Until she slams the door. Right. This is how I feel about this, simply because I'm trying to figure out who the girlfriend is. Is it the Minnesota Timberwolves, who's like, hey, we don't want you no more, but we need to get something for you. So we're gonna go out here and we're gonna get what we're gonna get. Or was a relationship between I forget
New York
what's it?
Knicks and Julius.
And
Julius Randle.
and
Yes,
and
yes.
also
Or
Dante DiVincenzo. I forgot about him.
okay, yeah, no. So now, thank you. Now I know the girlfriend was the Minnesota Timberwolves because they was like, nigga, we don't want you no more. You can get on up out of here, and we're gonna see what we can get for you. And then not only did she get a better man, but he came with a side nigga. And so that's just how that went. It's a clear, obvious. What? What are we talking about? In no way, shape, or form does Karl Anthony Towns upgrade the New York Knicks, right? One could say, well, how it could just be a flip, it could just be a flip flop. You know what I'm saying? They could just be, you know, they could just be
jerk
swapping bodies.
reaction.
Pause. But
No, I'm sorry, bro. You can finish. I'm sorry.
no, bro, I don't see it. And you know, and I laughed earlier while Darnell was speaking because I'm just as confused as him because I'm trying to figure out in what way would he? I don't see it. I don't see it. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has not one aggressive bone in his body, if you ask me. Unless he's playing someone that he feels is lesser than him that he can dominate, then we'll see it. But other than that, no. I think Julius Randle will be a great compliment, and Dante DiVincenzo would be great compliments to Ant out there in Minnesota. So yeah, no brainer. I think they win, and that's it for me.
Sean Hart Izzo, he said he believes the move it allows more room for Naz Reid to blossom while adding more defense and shooting and DiVincenzo, addition by subtraction. Randle gives more grit defensively while still allowing him to be a double-double threat. For me personally, I don't feel like this moved the needle in terms of championship aspirations for either team. When I saying that they traded away KAT, which you know everybody is saying is for cap reasons, salary cap reasons. I was just like, damn, y'all couldn't get rid of Rudy, but I know don't nobody want Rudy, right? And so this is how I view the Julius Randle situation outside of DiVincenzo being a good addition. Julius Randle, obviously his health is in question. You would like to believe he's healthy coming into the season. He's getting traded away from the Knicks with them essentially saying, hey, we don't want you. We're going to ride off into the sunset with Jalen Brunson. And as we're trading you, we're not trading you in a situation where you could go build your own foundation or build your own team. We're sending you away to essentially go be a number two because that's Anthony Edwards' team now. How will Julius Randle respond to that? I don't know. Therefore, I have skepticism as to how smoothly this may or may not work out for the Timberwolves, considering whatever mental space Julius Randle may be in coming into the season, knowing, hey, you're the number two. This ain't your team, and you have to adjust to us as opposed to us adjusting to you. Me personally, when I watched him play in New York, I feel like he was a certified jack artist. Maybe rightfully so, because he had the green light to take as many shots as he wanted to. But I think, I don't like. I'm not in love with that. I'm not in love with that in terms of like championship aspirations. I think I would say, yeah, the Knicks won because they got rid of Julius Randle, so they don't have to deal with that anymore. And yeah, and I know Izzo, you know, talking about Naz Reid, and obviously, you know, you having Naz Reid, him performing how he performed in the playoffs, and you having him for like a much cheaper price than you got Karl Anthony Towns is probably why they was like, all right, we'll get rid of Karl. But yeah, man, the Julius Randle thing, I'm not. I can no longer just like I guess go along to get along just to like avoid like how much of an outsider I may be. It doesn't wow me. It doesn't wow me at all. I think this is a make or break year for Julius Randle just in terms of like the trajectory of his career. Does he have a higher altitude to go in terms of his game? Or have we already seen like the ceiling of what his game could be, which is ISO, ball stopper, chunk artists, and so forth. So yeah, that's my take on it.